Always look on the bright side of life. Doo 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 doo. Always look on the bright side of life. Doo 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 doo. All right, welcome to the Smeggie Cave. Today is going to be a positive outlook on life, talking about guns and all sorts of other fun stuff, but not being a negative Nancy. We got
Oh,
one guy out there watching. What's up, Mad Sexy?
maybe I should leave this chat because
I feel like by having a chat on upbeat subjects and positivity, no one's going to want to watch, and it's going to be the most.
I need to go because I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Deedly deep. Here they are, standing in a row.
You ever shot a coconut? I wonder.
No, I've never shot a coconut. I want to though.
I think it'd be dangerous because of the round shape and its strength. It would ricochet or have a potential to ricochet. No,
I've never shot at any fruit, so that's on my list of things to do. Because I always instinctively want to eat the fruit, not shoot it.
Not fruit, but you shoot at rotten fruit, eh?
Oh, you shoot rotten fruit, not good fruit. Okay.
Yeah, when it's bad.
Okay, that's bad.
See, I've always wanted to roll through a grocery store on like November 1st or whatever, be like, hey, you got a bunch of pumpkins left over that no one carved up for Halloween. Can I get 10 for $1? You know what I mean? Like, because if they have too many, like,
well,
it's gonna go bad eventually. You know, I just got them sitting outside there.
The pig farmers come by and give them something. I bet. You know, people that are going to use them.
Oh. Yeah, but I'm in the city, though. I wonder how many pig farmers they have. I might be able to scoop in before them.
That's, I don't think just throw all that shit away all the time. I think people come in and know where that, they know, oh, they're going to have leftover this, and I can go get that for my pigs.
Right. But I guess what I'm saying is with the number of like grocery stores and shit that I see that have them, unless they have like a contract with the farm, it's probably first come, first serve. So if I show up and say, I want 10, you can still sell the rest of the pallet to the guy who's going to come over at like lunchtime, but just give me a few,
Yeah.
It might be worth it. It's worth asking. I've never gotten around to it. Well, I'd take them up north and let the animals up there eat it after I'm done shooting it.
Then you get arrested for baiting.
Well, you're allowed to like feed and bait. There are limits on that during hunting season. But that's more because they're trying to discourage hoof and mouth disease. So all of the stuff is like you can have whatever, like 5 gallons worth of feed in like a 10 by 10 area. So you can't just like dump like a pile, like if you have like a bucket of corn, you can't just dump it in a big pile. But if you like hand spread it out over like a 10 by 10 area, then you're good. And that's just what you can like be actively hunting over. If you just throw it out randomly in the field, like not even by your blind, just like here, keep them in the general area. That's considered feeding, not baiting. So you can do more for that.
You know so much about baiting.
I'm learning. I'm not an expert yet.
You're not a novice at all.
No, I'm not an amateur. I'm not a novice, but I don't think I'm even quite an expert. So to go like maybe even above that, like maybe another term that means really good at something, I don't think I'm that.
As an expert at the field, an expert to a level where you could even teach.
Right, exactly. I have wanted to get some apple trees though, actually, because that's the other thing is like naturally growing stuff. There's no limit on that as far as like planting clover or planting, whatever, corn or wheat, and you just like don't harvest it, like just let it go natural. You can do whatever you want, that kind of stuff too. But I don't want to rip up like a huge chunk of our field to like plant corn. That seems like it'd be a, It'd just be weird. I like the way the field looks now with like the grasses and like we have little berry vines that grow in there or whatever. So I don't want to just be like basically having all summer staring at a cornfield just for a weekend in November. But an apple tree, that'd be kind of cool. I think I get like 4 or 5 of them, and I had a couple different locations I'd like to put them, and that's just kind of keep them in that area. That is an interesting way of saying hello, Grand. Yo, I guess I'm here. Very like ectocentric. Like, what does it mean to be here? So, what are these links you're popping in, G-Webs?
Just some videos.
The URL contained a malformed video ID.
What?
That's what it said on my thing.
Maybe because of that slash at the end.
Maybe. Let's try the bottom one.
Oh, maybe because it's trying to go from my editor.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It took me to the bottom one took me to my video editor,
Yeah, okay.
like
It's,
my video list.
I'm editing, so I guess it's just taking you to my edited page and you can't get there.
Right. Yeah, it just redirect. It's like when you have a link that's, you click on it from a website or whatever, but it's like, C/ whatever, and it like takes you to your hard drive, and then people think like, oh no, this website can see my hard drive. It's like, no, they just popped up a link to make, your computer reference itself and display it like in a web page. I've seen that before. Like, we could get your hard drive, like you should download this thing or whatever. It's like, no, I don't think so. There was one I remember went around school where the link was some kind of command that like made your computer open its CD drive.
You can make that happen.
And it would be like, click this link for a free cup holder, and like, you click it, and then your CD drive opens up, like especially on like the old, like just like a home computer. And you just like look at it, be like, that's funny, like that's like a cup holder. Yeah, so Grand, you're talking about watch out for the apple trees. The deer can strip the bark off the trunks enough to kill them. And I would agree with that because we tried planting. They weren't apple trees, but we tried planting some trees before. It was some like fundraiser in elementary school that like my mom volunteered to help out with, and it was like I don't know, the kids would sell the tree for $1 or whatever for like Arbor Day or some crap. And there was like a bunch left over, and so the school's like, well, whatever, like you guys can just take them. So we took like a whole bunch home and took them up north, and the next time we went up north, they were all completely chewed up and gone. So I got some advice from a guy that I worked with out in the field, and he said if you get that snow fencing and put it around the tree, like about 6 foot away from the tree, because it's far enough away they can't like reach the tree from behind the fence, but it's close enough they don't want to jump over, because it's like they can't figure out that they have a good landing spot between the fence and the tree. And so like even though it's not tall at all, it's only 4 foot tall, they won't jump over. If you make it too far away, then they'll just jump over it, eat all the tree, and then jump back over. So you got to find that good mix of like it's far enough away they can't reach it, but close enough that they're scared to like jump over it.
I agree with what Night Strike wrote in the side chat here before he jumped out, that some infringements are okay. Thank you, government.
I think it says most infringements.
Oh, that's right. I still agree with him. Well said.
Yeah. Yeah.
We back you. Right.
Planting alfalfa, oats, wheat, and clover is a good idea. Yeah, I've heard those are good deer things, but like I was mentioning before, I don't want to like rip up the whole field and make it like an actual farm. Like I don't want to have to like plow and till and do all that stuff. Yes,
I feel
Mel, that is
like
another reason to shoot them. That's why I want them so they come around and then I shoot them in November.
Aren't you
I
just
feel like
supposed
we
to pee
shouldn't have
everywhere? Sorry.
Smeggy. It's really Smeggy's fault for not hosting the show again. I feel like though when people show up late and then ask what we've been doing, it's like undue burden on us as hosts. Is the
Yeah.
talent.
You have to explain it all over again. But really, you're supposed to just pee everywhere, and that keeps them away. That'll keep the deer away. And mark your territory.
I don't want to keep them away. I want the deer in the area.
Oh, well, the female deer come.
What if you put a big fence around your place and then the deer can't get on your place?
But I want them to. And also, it has to be like a huge fence. Like it's surprising how tall like deer can jump. So you'd have to have like a 20-foot fence or some crap.
Well, if you made it chain link, they'll just jump and then start like kicking their little deer feet and then climb up the fence that way. Get to the top, hang out up there like a mountain goat for a while, and then just jump down on your side.
Yeah, Jackie Chan's a thing now, and deer sit outside of people's windows and watch him.
Yep. Or maybe if there's a tree next to the fence, they'll parkour, like deer parkour up there. Bounce, bounce, bounce.
They're like, I can do that. They parkour off cars like on the highway all the time.
Exactly. They'll come running out and do one of them parkour flips over and hit the windshield.
Yep.
It's really just a like bunch of punk European deers come over here and like dare our unwitting U.S. deers and
Yeah. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm just trying to encourage them to hang around the area a little bit more. Oh, they like watermelon? Get some watermelons. I'll tell you, this last hunting season was the first year I actually like went out and put a bunch of apples out. It was one of those I, I was up there by myself for a couple days before my dad came up, and I ended up running up to the gas station, and it's they had the bags of apples like next to the pump or whatever. So I'm filling up, and I was like, what the heck? I'll just steal some of these. So I tossed them all in the back of my truck, and I took off. Or more accurately, I went inside and just paid for it. But I just got a couple bags. And I was like, yeah, whatever. I'll put some out here and I'll put some back in the swamp just for the hell of it. And that's how I ended up getting the one that I got was because there was a doe in front of me just chomping down on apples. Like she did not care about the world, was just going nuts on them. And then that brought the buck in. So I don't know. I've wanted to plant apple trees for a while. Just haven't gotten around to it. Let's see. Mel has found a 4570 SBL, and now you have to find $1,000. I don't know what a SBL is. Does anyone know what a 4570 SBL is?
Sounds like some kind of bolt action.
45-70 SBL. Emojis.
Ammo. What?
Lever gun.
Oh.
Oh, it's the gun from Jurassic World.
You can kill a T-Rex with that.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Dude's got a red dot mounted on top of his. That's funny.
I know a lot of people that hunt in Pennsylvania with their lever actions, and they use red dots. Especially the older guys. At the game lands, they'll be like, most of them are like 0 and red dots on top of not bolt actions, lever actions. They shoot 22 lever actions at squirrels, shoot them out of trees.
I've never shot squirrels. That was part of my excuse for getting a couple of little guns I have. I have a 17 HMR bolt gun, and then I picked up a 22 caliber air gun. You know, single shot, but it's got a built-in suppressor. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Need bees for pollinating the trees. Well, it's a forest, and there are trees around, so I'm assuming stuff pollinates it. I'm just trying to enhance nature a little bit so they hang around my place more than hanging out by the neighbor's house. So that I get to shoot them before the neighbor does. Ooh, what you playing with?
My AR pistol. Or I got all these M-Lock accessories that I never used, so I'm just messing around. Taking them on and off. I went to the gun shop today and I didn't want to leave empty-handed, so I bought a 30 round 223 mag by OK Industries. It's black anodized, so it looks cool. I don't like leaving empty-handed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, that's nice to at least leave behind a little appreciation.
Yeah, I always buy something. They did have an OD Green CZ P09 that was very fairly priced, and I kind of want it. Ever since I sold my P09, I'd be like, I'll buy another one day.
Yeah, but then that Beretta whispers in your ear and says, you're not allowed to. You're a Beretta fanboy nowadays.
I shot that P09 better than I shoot the SP01.
Really?
Yeah. It's probably because the trigger. Because I despise the ultra curve trigger. It's like I don't even want to like practice, figure it out.
I always pull a little to the left. I noticed that on Saturday when I was shooting, because I was really like taking my time and, you know, whatever, like trying to get real. And my groups were pretty good. They were just to the left.
That's when you have your buddy load your mag for you with some dummies, and then you'll see if you're anticipating recoil.
Well, I thought that's like when you pull it down is when like you anticipate recoil.
Nah, it could be the left too.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I mean, I have caught myself doing that a few times where it's like, oh, whoops. Like, especially I did that with my AR. I was like, I don't know, really leaned forward. It's like, it's not like I'm scared of it kicking back or something. I don't know what, I just, like, I was kind of like rapid firing, and then like I ended up like stopping for a second, but like my body thought that I was on the same cadence, and I like almost fell forward. It was like, holy shit, I suck.
Sometimes I'll dry fire before I stick the mag in, just to make sure I'm not flinching. And that usually helps. If I'm like trying to have fun target shooting, but if I'm just drawing from concealment and shooting at a silhouette, then I'm grabbing the gun pretty hard and I'll miss.
Gonna be doing some 4570 reloading, huh? That should be fun. Oh wait, no, you're reloading 45. Okay, because you were talking about 4570 earlier. And Grand bought a bunch of 30-06 ammo, looks like.
Gee, I wonder what he's gonna shoot that out of.
Probably a Grand?
I don't know.
Like, so Grand, man, what's your favorite gun? Yeah, my Ruger.
The Galil.
Yeah. What in the hell show is this? The Getaway? Some weirdo in New York City? I don't care. Yeah, I think a 4570 would be pretty cool. I never got to shoot one. I know someone who had a trapdoor, and he reloaded, so he'd get the load that was set up to like mimic the whatever, the lesser pressure or whatever, just in case. I always wanted to shoot it, but I never got a chance to. Why do you want a clip of blanks for your Grand?
The 21 gun salute.
Oh, that could work.
Or eight round salute.
Well, the 21 gun, isn't it like 7 people shooting 3 times or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know. I went to my grandpa's funeral and I can't forget.
Oh, Dilbert is amazing on this, man. Dilbert got this.
You needed for show and tell. Oh, okay.
I'm sure you can find them pretty easily.
Oh god, he's gonna sink it. Spaceman is gonna sink it.
You probably got them. Someone got to have them.
Yep. I mean, he said he got it at a gun show, so I'm sure it was just like,
And like
chilling
when
on a
they're
table
doing, like,
somewhere.
if they're ever doing like World War II reenactments, there's probably like a shit ton of blanks manufactured for that. I don't know if they do that. They should.
Oh, I'm sure they do. I mean, hell, for like movies and stuff, right? I mean, they normally shoot blanks. Unless they're the type of movie where they're like, we'll just CGI in everything.
Well, it was kind of dangerous for the people with the squib, the people wearing the squibs, the stuntmen or the actors, because it's like a little explosive, like stuck in between your shirt, and it like explodes, and that's how the fake blood goes everywhere.
Right.
So they prefer the CG stuff now.
Well, that part's fine for like the person getting hit, but I mean, you could still shoot blank so you have decent recoil on the person shooting. I just think of like The
Oh
Walking
yeah,
Dead when you
I
see
see what
them
you're
pulling
saying
the
for the
trigger.
guns. Yeah,
Yeah, the people like make their guns either like go all over the place or it's like it doesn't move at all. It's like, oh
well,
yeah, that's what happens when you shoot.
that's why like a lot of the ones they're using airsoft now, so a lot of them are shooting real flat, like there's no recoil at all. And I
Right.
think blanks are the same way, like there's no recoil with blanks.
There's got to
So
still be some. I mean, I know you're it because it's not necessarily
there's enough
pushing.
to where like they're busting off like fucking, I don't know. They're just unload mags and the fucking gun's sitting there flat as shit.
Right. Or like when they're like shooting a shotgun or something and they're like boo and like
Yeah, yeah.
they lift the barrel like way over their head because they're like they think that's what it's supposed to look like. So it seems to be it's like one or the other. They just either like over exaggerate it or it doesn't move at all. And I feel like a blank would at least have a realistic kick. You're right, it's probably a lot less because the kick is based on the gases are pushing against the bullet and it's still like kind of in the way even though it's moving forward, so
Yeah.
therefore it pushes back also, which is why when you have heavier bullets like you end up getting like higher pressure behind it, so it pushes
Yeah.
back more.
And a blank is just a wad of paper or something. So that's also dangerous because you get hit with a wad of paper from close range. It doesn't feel good, I guess. But yeah, that's why they should do more movie magic. You cut a guy shooting a real gun, like real recoil. He's shooting it like a target. Who knows? Off camera. And then cut to the other guy getting all shot up with his CGI bullet holes.
Hey, Violence Brothers, maybe the answer is not to have so many gunfights in movies, not have guns or violence.
Make
Remember what
everything
Night
like.
Strike said in the side chat?
Oh, yeah. A little bit of infringement's okay. Or most infringements.
Maybe these guns are the wrong direction, fellas. That's what I'm saying.
Well, then my second idea is My Little Pony. The whole gang of them get lost in hell, and they have to find their way out from the ninth circle. But there's no guns.
Just by sharing and appreciating other people's genders.
Yeah.
I think I need to remind Food of the I don't know why I called you Food because I normally call you Moon, but your name is Moon Food, I guess, so whatever.
Yeah, don't call me Food.
I know
not a good nickname.
It's because I like
Food.
looked at it. It was weird, but I think I need to remind Moon.
I feel like when we're in the cave with Smeggie, he looks at us like a big ass pork chop and a big.
I have been in here a while. I don't get out much, but need to remind Moon of the title song for this chat. Always look on the bright side of life. Doo 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 doo. Don't put my little ponies in hell. Doo 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 doo.
Weird.
Hell ponies.
Had some good singing last night in the middle of the chat. That was fun. And it was right after the dude who told me to sing said he was going to bed and he left. And then I started singing because no one
Maybe
tells me
that's
what to
why
do.
he was like wanted a lullaby.
Maybe, but you could be nice about it. I don't like being demanded.
Sing, damn it. Sing, monkey. Put a
Kind of like
super
Night Strike, who just came at me and still never even asked for a link to this chat, was more just like pissed I didn't give him a link. It's like, what part of ask for one and I'll give it to you? Don't you understand?
I wish you had 1,000 subscribers so I can super chat a dime and just write turn to the crank. So that means that you have to like sing and dance for me. Like a
Well,
street performer.
that is a lofty goal.
Yeah, we'll get you.
So everyone that subscribed right now, just make like 5 other accounts and subscribe with those.
Your one Second Amendment song is going to go viral if we share it enough on all the 2A pages, Facebook.
Maybe. I guess stranger things have happened.
Yep, little slave boy making me coffee. But I gotta pay him in popcorn.
How much popcorn does a cup of coffee cost?
The rest of the bag that I didn't eat last night,
You're paying him in old popcorn?
which is most of it. Hell yeah. You know how you keep it fresh?
Eat it all the night you make it?
No, you save the coffee. You save a coffee can, like a fairly big one, and then you put it in there and put the lid on it. It keeps it fresh for like 2 days. It's not like the canned kind, the Christmas canned popcorn, because that's got like preservatives and they're cheating. The coffee can trick works. Life hack in Smeggies Cave.
You're saying that's how you make coffee flavored popcorn?
Well, hopefully you've washed out that can so many times by then it doesn't smell like coffee anymore. I guess if you don't wash it out, you'll get coffee flavored popcorn.
You know what gets rid of coffee smell? And whatever really good, really good. I was gonna say cat food.
Yeah, you can fill it with cat food. Let it
Those for
soak up
cat
some of
food
that
for a
coffee.
few weeks. Maybe even get the cat food really wet in there. Then dump it all out, and then your popcorn won't smell like coffee.
It'll smell like cat food.
It may smell like cat food. That's a side effect.
Well, not if you then just like put it outside and then the neighborhood cats come around. Like they get the cat food smell out.
They pee in it to market. No more worries about it smelling like coffee.
All right, it's ready for the popcorn, guys.
Rinse it out with some dirt and stuff too, just for the fun of it. That helps.
The dollar store, you know what they have?
What?
They're called jelly flops. No, belly flops. So they're basically the misshapen jelly bellies that nobody wants.
Oh yeah.
$1 for like two big handfuls of them.
Wow. I bet you they taste the same, huh?
It tastes better because it's like you're eating all the deformed, weird, lumpy ones that are like 2 or 3 melded together.
Yeah. You get like candy on one half and gel on the other.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Or like the little jelly bean seed, like something went terribly wrong and it stayed in the candy thing for like an hour and turned into like a jawbreaker of candy.
So you got to be careful when you're eating them. Chip a tooth. Chipped tooth.
Toofs? Chipper toofers? Oh, man. I took a minute to click on Yankee's new video. I assumed that his title was clickbait because it was armed teachers can't prevent violence or something, whatever it was. And then, of course, he was talking about the Maryland thing where an armed person stopped like a bad thing from happening.
Just clickbaiting us as usual.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
I assumed that that's what it was. And I was correct.
Turned position, turned his 180 on us.
Now he's like, I clickbait so much that you should know by now. So he thinks it's like, okay.
You know what he should do if he really wants to play 3D chess is like actually title his video what he's about to say. And everyone will be like, wait, what? He's about to say the reverse of this? And then he actually says what the video title is. You'll be like, oh, he tricked me. He said what he was actually meant. Yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing. I just wanted to make sure that it was clickbait. And it was. But yeah, I heard about that story. Bad guy comes in, I guess shot at or shot a person. Like I think the one was injured.
Condition.
Yeah.
Girls that didn't like him.
He failed and got killed in the process.
So okay, so the killer is the one fatality. That's what I wasn't sure about.
Yeah. That school resource officer was a SWAT, former SWAT. But I don't know if he's the one that shot him or if the police showed up.
No, it was the school person.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that was
yeah.
That
He
guy,
he heard a gunshot. So the bad guy shot one person, and then the school resource officer came in, and then shot bad guy, and at some point another student was injured. So they're saying, 3 shot, 1 killed. And it's like, well, wait a minute. The one killed was the bad guy. So, whatever. You almost take that one out. And then he's technically was also shot. So that's how 3 people were shot. Or maybe there were 3 other victims. And then the killer was the one that was the fatality. But I guess I can't call him a killer because he's just a attempted murderer.
Yeah. A killer failure.
The kid today?
Yeah.
I thought he did kill 2 girls.
No. They're in critical condition and he's dead. But at first, I think he was taken to the hospital in critical condition, died there. Because there was one report earlier that said 3 in critical condition.
So hopefully the other 2 pull through.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, and I don't want to get on a tirade because the whole point is not being negative right now. But like, if you go to bring that up to any like anti-gunner type person, they'll be like, "Well, yeah, he stopped it, but it wasn't a mass killing." And it's like, yeah, because they stopped it before the number went up to 10 or whatever. Like that's it because it stopped beforehand.
Well, even if every single one of your previous conversations resulted like that, I wouldn't doom future conversations. Maybe this is the straw that is like, you know what, you're right. This illustrates to me your point clearly. So let's not doom it. So positive.
Oh, that's a good point.
But then they were saying like there's all different kinds of ways the anti-gunners can spin this in their favor. Like, oh well, he didn't have an AR-15, so there wasn't any casualties. So it was only a handgun.
Yeah, because I've heard that
They've
argument
said dumber
before,
things.
especially like when you, if you point out like, hey man, like only 3% of murders use an AR-15 or whatever. They always go, yeah, but what if the other ones did too? Like, just imagine it'd be more. It's like you don't know that. You can't like. I don't know.
This resource officer would have taken the guy out no matter what he had.
Is it possible that buttered popcorn flavored Jelly Belly are the best Jelly Bellies there are?
No, that's weird.
You haven't ever ate a buttered popcorn flavored Jelly Belly?
Nope, I heard of it.
Oh my goodness. They put some kind of chemical essence in it, made out of chemicals that makes your mouth feel like you just ate buttered popcorn. It's incredible. With some kind of gumdrop or something.
That's some like Willy Wonka shit right there.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It really tells how it tastes like. You know what it actually tastes like? Is those. Did you ever eat that butter flake powder stuff you put on potatoes? It was like popular.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it tastes like that in your mouth.
Molly McButter.
Yeah, exactly. Like they put that in Jelly Belly.
Did you know that they make soap flavored Jelly Bellies and vomit flavored Jelly Bellies?
Yeah,
if you go to like the factory, they have a store and they sell all those different
It's like some kind of Russian roulette bag you buy, and they're the same colors as like good ones. Like, oh, this is either watermelon or vomit, and this is either crab or peppermint, right? And then you eat them like Russian roulette.
Because they have a pizza flavor, and they said they mixed the pizza flavor with lemon, and it came out to be vomit.
You never really seen me squeezing a lemon on a pizza.
Nope.
Unless it's like a shrimp pizza or something.
That's true.
But I still think
I'd
that'd
be
be
putting
gross.
butter on it. I'd be squirting butter if it was a shrimp one, right? No? Crab pizza? I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's
I'm
what when we used to go to Pizzapopolis before the Red Wings game, because there's one down in Greektown. We'd get the seafood pizza, which had like shrimp and crab in it. I don't remember if it had like lobster pieces in it or not, but it was just like seafoody. I don't know. It was okay. It wouldn't have been my choice, but whatever. But yeah, I could see putting butter on that. Nice buttered crust.
Oh yeah. Someone used to do that, like they pour that buttery garlic sauce all over the top of the pizza. I think it was Pizza Hut. Back when their crust was good.
I'm gonna say Hungry Howie's has a flavored crust you can get. Garlic butter or seasoning or Cajun or like whatever.
Yeah. I like that pretzel crust.
Am I still on the line? Am I on the line?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
You're still here.
Are you having a crisis of identity?
No, and I can't get any other web pages for nothing.
Oh.
I think I'm somehow connected, but not connected to anything else on the internet. I guess I'll be back.
That's weird. See, my thing flipped out last night in the middle of the chat. It like kicked me out, and I was like roboting real bad and stuff. It was weird. And then YouTube wasn't showing up replies to comments. Like I was trying to comment on a thing, and like you could comment, and I'd see other people's, and it'd say like 5 replies, and I clicked the little arrow to make like the replies show up, and they wouldn't show up. But I'd get an alert saying so and so replied to your comment, and I'd go over there to like click on it to like see the full thing they wrote, and it wouldn't show up. So I know like YouTube is being weird yesterday. Am I still in here? No, he's got me worried. Silence from the audience. Moon's ignoring me.
Yeah, sorry, my kid was being a moron. I had to slap him around a little.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that I still existed.
No, I don't slap my kids around. But I do ignore Smeggie.
Maybe I should
So
slap
what were
you
you-
around.
Oh, so what were we saying?
I don't know. YouTube is being weird. I think that's what came down. That's all I was saying.
I'm looking for like a spacer, and someone makes one, but it's like all the ones that I see say made for the SIG buffer tube.
A spacer for putting a brace on or something?
Yeah. Like there's one from I forget who makes it. Griffin Armament. It's a brace stop. It's not like thick. Oh shit! The phase 5.
So SIG makes their own buffer tube they're supposed to like use with the brace or something? Because I've always thought you just jammed it on your pistol buffer tube.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe because on their folding, because they have a folding SIG brace for their MPX pistol, because that doesn't have a buffer tube.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
But
I've
this,
I've seen stuff that go over regular buffer tubes, and then it has a little like set screw or whatever.
I just found something. Let me screen share so it's more fun. Phase 5 weapon systems incorporated arm brace stop ABS color black includes accessory Allen wrench and with free shipping. ITAR, UTAR, buddy, $50.
Holy crap!
That's about how much space I need, I guess.
God, that seems a bit
Steep,
much for what it is, to be honest.
right? You gotta wait for like UTG to come out and clone it for $20, and you're good to go.
What the hell?
Phase 5.
What are you shopping for, Moon?
Well, I don't know. I just typed in
The
brace
second
stop.
the second picture in, like, oh, suggested results. Would you like to buy another one of these?
On the line.
Another.
Yeah, you're
Would you
back
like
now,
to buy the
G-Web.
4th one? Alright. Brace stop. Yeah, put.
Pistol brace.
Yeah.
That might be better.
Out of the phase 5. I think this is it. Oh no, that's the same shit. price. We just might have saw an overpriced website or something. Nope. It's $50. Probably $50 everywhere. Maybe phase 5 is just like we got the lockdown on the word brace stop. So maybe that's not what it was.
They might have even like patented the thing that fills the gap between the
Locking collar. That's what
yeah.
it was. Odin Works. Primary arms. Come on. A little laptop that couldn't.
Pistol buffer 2 blocking collar. That sounds like the freaking castle nut though.
It kind of looks like one. I wish it wouldn't fucking zoom in when you drag your mouse across it. But yeah, basically it goes around the tube and then you tighten the screw down here. And then that supposedly stops the brace from sliding if you tighten it enough. Because I guess this is not going to slide, but I would think it would slide eventually under recoil, depending on how much. I don't know.
Right. Whereas like the one that actually is physically taking up all of the room,
Right.
there's no way for it to like compress or whatever.
Like you can buy like 3 of these and you'll be good, but then you're spending $90.
Right.
Whereas the Phase 5 has a QD mount on it. Black.
Why don't you type like pistol brace spacer?
I did because I get the CAC one and it says, I'll show you in a minute. Building QD. Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't say how like long it is. Anyway, it looks pretty decent. Like popped it out 1 notch or something. What was I looking up? Spacers. CAC, see, SIG. LAK.
Length adjustment kit.
Like these seem perfect. You just put them on there. SIG LA. I don't know if it's fatter or skinnier or why they keep emphasizing that it's for the SIG tube.
Well, look at the other pictures down there. See if they look different.
That's a regular CAC tube. Pistol tube. Alright. 1 spacer. 2 spacers. I guess like the only difference would be what's the diameter? These rings will not work on other manufacturers' tubes. Designed for CAC SIG tube standard and super versions only.
Oh, bummer.
Gay. So maybe I'll sell holsters online somewhere and get enough money in my PayPal to pay for that, whatever.
Phase 5.
Yeah. I got a CZ75 holster. I got a LCR holster. I got yeah, P30 SK holster. That's Kydex. The other two are leather outside the waistband. Plus, I have a P30 or VP9 30 round mag that I keep forgetting about. Probably sell it to Flippy. Or he'll like buy me something and ship it to me. And then I just send him that. I'll buy the Phase 5. Or he'll buy the Phase 5. I'll send him the mag.
You guys insist on saying that every time you say that. This is what I hear.
What was that?
It's Blondie.
Okay.
Never heard Rapture? That's the like rap part of Rapture in the middle.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The first rap song ever, supposedly.
Okay.
You never heard that song? Blondie's song called Rapture.
Not that I know of.
No.
Maybe if I heard more of it, I would, but I don't feel like getting striked.
Yeah, it's Blondie back in the day, 70s. Anyway, in the
Okay.
middle.
I mean, I know who Blondie is. I can't say that I know any of the names by, or any of the songs by name.
You better
Okay.
check
Probably have
yourself.
heard it before.
I figured karaoke master would.
Yeah,
It would-
like Call Me or
Yeah, but a lot of times I just go, "Hey, I want to sing that one song that goes like doop doop doo doo," and then the dude's like, "All right, I got you."
You should be
I don't
like
have to
that.
know. I don't have to know what the shit's called.
Go like that one song that goes Phase 5 Freddy says everybody's something. And then they'll be like, oh, Blondie Rapture, okay.
Exactly. Oh man.
Anyway, I don't know anybody why anybody would name the company after a riff from a Blondie song. Distracting.
I guess they just weren't thinking.
I'm gonna color fill it for pictures.
You should come up with your own color.
Like purple and orange. Plorange.
Some kind of a paisley with like, yeah, two unique colors.
And then I can sell to like Daniel Defense. They'll be like, we need a new color to get back on top of the market.
To show people we really are 2A.
And I'll be like, well, I got Blorange for this new color that I'm working on. Which is Rello.
Blorange is ready for licensing immediately. Blello is still got some developing.
Got Grurple. That's green and purple. I'm surprised people don't paint their guns like with that color shifting paint yet, like people did with their cars. You
I
couldn't tell
want
what
why
color
not
it
like the
was.
mugs, like those mugs. So like as you shoot the barrel, like as you get a coffee mug hot, it
Oh, I
then
always thought that, yeah. Color changing Cerakote.
yeah, and then as it starts to shoot, it could say something like Molin Lobby.
Yeah, I
Re-
can say something. I always thought it would be cool if it was just a black gun that color changed into like amber red, so it looked like it was
on
amber hot.
glowing. Yeah,
Yeah, good thing nobody's listening to our ideas.
Oh yeah, this chat's falling on deaf ears right now.
oh, I just closed
I can also sell a. What do I got? What do I got? I got a TRS 25 that has never failed me. It still has the same battery it had the day I bought it. Still works. Bright. Stays zeroed. Hand tightened.
and that's because you just left it in the box that you bought it in all this time.
Nah, I have used it a lot. Because I bought two of them, and one was a piece of garbage. And this one was, I guess, from the solid Chinese factory. So it's been pretty good. They used to hype those red dots up back in the day when they were like the only alternative to an Aimpoint T1 or whatever. Like a micro red dot. But now everybody laughs at them. They're like, ha ha ha. Oh, but don't worry, they stopped laughing at them, so it's okay to buy it off of me. Anybody out there listening in the future or now, contact me at dragon99.com. Oh, at gmail.com, of course. Smeggy, if you can just edit that part out later, that'd be great.
What? I was tuned out. I have no idea what's going on.
I gave away my social security number and address and date of birth.
And that made me feel comfortable enough to do it also. So I did mine. I don't know why. Also,
Well,
his maiden name. What?
what is your guys' store number though? Did you give that away?
No way.
Right at the beginning, I gave mine. I felt like it was a good idea.
Oh, all right. Well, then this will be a very useful video for people to watch. You'll get all the information.
The How to Steal Identities. Here's two to try out on.
I listened to a commercial that was on the radio, and there's this show for cops, like that it's made for cops, and ex-cops listen to it. And this commercial was like, I don't want to say it because it was like basically like, here's how to commit a crime, and because it's so easy, you should be more worried about insurance or something. I'm like, holy crap, I would have never thought to commit this crime. What you guys just said reminded me of it, and I was like, holy crap, thanks.
Well, you gotta stay in business.
So like, all the criminal has to do is blah blah blah, and then guess what they've got? Blah blah blah.
That was a commercial
Whoa.
for the consumer and the criminal.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you ever thought about being a criminal? It's this easy. Some people are aware of it.
Hmm. Yeah, well,
Some
that's like
criminal
I
sees
guess we were
that,
talking about that
breaks
the other
down it.
day.
Well, some criminal will see it, break in your neighbor's car, and then you'll be like, shit, I need insurance. And you'll call that company. And they're like, score.
I guess so. Plus, the neighbor will be like, dang, I should have got that insurance before I'm getting it now.
Yeah. Go ahead, Smeggie.
I don't remember.
Well, it must not have been that important.
Oh, it was absolute golden.
You can't trust a guy that can't remember a golden thought. Or a snowman. Gonna have to build that trust back up.
I didn't actually forget. It's just the moment had passed, so it wasn't worth repeating.
You know they
It
got
was
all
it was a
kinds.
cleverly timed comment that is just not worth it anymore.
You know how you always want like sights on your gun with different colors, front and
Yeah,
rear. They got True Glow TFXs with yellow front and white rear or green rear.
is yellow. I wonder if yellow and green is that much of a
Vice
difference
versa.
though. So I already
It
have.
might be orange and green or orange and yellow
See,
or
that would
something.
if I could get it like an orange front or a red front like that, that'd
Let me
be
look it
awesome.
up. Let me look it up. I can't shoot nothing or buy nothing right now. I can look it up. Severe weather warning. Shit. What was I looking up again?
So I made a discovery in the middle of the night last night because I saw a thing that was talking about like wear orange. Remember the whole Bloomberg mom demand action? That was like their whole thing was like, oh, wear orange to like support gun control.
Sure. On Gabby Gifford's Day or whatever, right?
Yeah. Well, can you think of someone who's all about the orange life? I feel like we've been deceived.
You're talking about Angelina,
Yes.
Alan Anchor.
Yeah, she's all about the orange life. I'm a little concerned she's secretly a spy for Bloomberg.
I'm not. Fuck Bloomberg. He doesn't own orange. That's our color. It's always been our color. Hunting.
You think that's why they did it? To like freaking like thumb their nose at like NRA hunters or something? Or they just picked a color that would like stand out? I never even put two and two together. I didn't really think of that. I remember last time they tried to use like, that hashtag or whatever and get everyone like posting pictures of themselves wearing orange. So I grabbed a picture of like the murder rate for the past 20 years and like the number of guns the past 20 years and I just said like, well, I guess we solved the problem. You can all go home now. Like our shit's been going down for the past 20 years or whatever.
I don't know. I don't think they put all that much thought into orange, or there. I don't think they. I think it was just like they weren't going to do pink because that's already being used by cancer, and it's a color that's bright, right? So they can use it and it'll show up in pictures or whatever.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I was
Maybe it makes people
Like,
buy a shirt because how many people own an orange shirt? I could see them making that a part of it. Like, oh, let's make it color. They can't just go in the closet and grab one. Then they'll buy our stupid orange shirt that has some writing on it, right? But yeah, it probably doesn't hurt them that if it ever became a big thing, which it never did and it won't, but if it ever did, then every hunter or every range safety officer would look like they're in support of it if it ever became mainstream, right? And every like construction worker for that matter, like road side construction or whatever, where they have to wear orange like that.
right.
Every criminal who's in jail wearing an orange jumpsuit would be now anti-gun.
Well, they are. That makes sense. They don't like.
Or if they like, you know, molest or rape a bunch of people at that rally and they have to go to jail, then they're still in support of anti-gun. Because they don't want like an 18-year-old molestee or abusee to be like, you know, able to fight back with lethal force. Wouldn't that be the ultimate in manipulation? Like, command that you don't have the right to defend yourself from what I'm about to do to you.
Yeah, it'd be pretty crappy. Dang it. But I mean, the reason I brought up like it was like a commercial on TV, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that stupid wear orange thing. But they're obviously like pumping money into it. It was on TV last night.
Utilizes quality Swiss tritium for maximum brightness.
Oh, okay. I like that. It's got the orange around, but then it's got like the little. Oh, it's
Oh,
just
you
what
see
locked
it?
on your screen when you went away.
Oh, okay. I forgot I was screen sharing. Yeah, it doesn't look like the fiber optics are different colors though. Which doesn't
Yeah,
make.
but that might help just having the orange circle,
Oh yeah.
and then it's the
Nah.
fiber optic with like tritium in the back part or whatever. So like even if it's dark out, it's still a night sight. What's that?
Let me look.
$120. Holy shit.
Look for a better listing.
Hey, if you buy that for me, I'll buy you that spacer for your pistol brace. I'll buy you two of them. I'll still save $20.
Amazon, bro. Do a better job of
Which one was
looking
that? Was
inside.
the True Glow? I think I've looked at them before. And I think that's what I said before was friggin' yeah, they're cool, but it's kind of expensive.
Looks like green fiber. Green fiber.
I guess the question is, do you think that orange glows like is the night sight? Or would the tritium
No.
just light up the fiber? Which that's the whole point I don't like is when all three of them are green, like in pitch blackness, I have trouble figuring out the front sight.
I think you can get like combinations. See, green, 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 yellow.
Let me jump over to True Glow. Are they the ones that are in Michigan?
Son of a bitch.
Meprolite is in it. some reason I see
Oh.
True South, but it might, I don't know. If you got that catalog I sent you, it'll tell you. But the internet, the website will tell you too.
It's pretty whack. They don't have the green yellow for the CZ. Well, then again, this one doesn't list the CZ either. UFX.
At least their contact info goes to Texas.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what you want right there, man. But these are just fiber optics.
Right. That's what I want with the chunk of tritium behind it because I like that. I like that feature.
Yeah. New TFX Pro, maybe? They're probably because the outlines are black. Big whoop-de-doo. Got a big fucking bright fiber optic right there with a tritium behind it. Who cares if it's black? These people, how dare they? New Tritium Pro. What's that? Okay. Maybe
That
the
was
tritium
the
doesn't shine
TF the
red.
TFX was the thing you were looking at, right?
Yeah,
The
TFX.
Pro Tritium plus fiber optic day and night sight.
Yeah. That's got the blacked out rear. Kinda, not really. The orange front. I mean, you would like them during the day for sure. But I'm not sure if that orange glows at night.
So let's see. So it's like they have the Tritium night sights, then they have the Tritium Pro, which like has the ring around the front, and then they have like fiber optic slash tritium, which I think is kind of neat. Although I guess the yellow green, because I mean, part of it was like, well, my back sights are already green tritium, so whatever. But I guess I could just swap out for that. I mean, the back doesn't have to be green. I could use the front green and the back yellowish. And this is the fiber optic slash tritium.
What do you mean, like just by the front sight?
Well, no, I'm just saying I could get this one that's the yellow rear and the green front.
Yeah, but look under
Oh, select
like
models, they don't have it.
yeah, they don't have the CZ.
Oh, you fuckers.
They don't have the CZ and anything but the TFX Pro and the regular TFX.
Uh,
That's gay.
so it looks like the difference between the regular and the pro is just the orange or the white circle.
Yeah, and the black surrounding the rear. I guess the old ones have it too. But yeah, the only difference is the orange. It looks like. Oh, and the Pro is a U notch. The
Oh yeah,
regular
they show you even at night. Yeah, that orange goes away. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to avoid, guys. You jerks.
Yeah, but they show it like a gray circle, so maybe you can see it. Maybe you can see the difference between them. You should be able to see the difference just because the front should be smaller than the rears, especially with these sights because they're a combo of
Right.
whatever fibers and tritium.
I think I'll just keep looking.
Yeah, if I were you, I would just black out the rear completely. Get the CZ custom blacked out rears. And then maybe one of these fronts.
I,
They sell them separate.
I don't want a blacked out rear because, like, at night, then you can't even, like, you can't see the rear at all. It just doesn't exist.
Yeah. So you only have one sight to worry about.
Yeah, that's why people put blacked out, because your 3 gets confusing, they suggest.
But how do you know, like, I
Because
guess.
otherwise your hand is at some twisted angle if you're...
Right. If you're like, this center dot is way over here and you can see it, you'll know that your wrist is fucking twerked like Miley Cyrus's ass. We're the same way with that one.
Yeah. And most people aren't like, well, this is the first time I'm acquiring a sight picture with this new gun. You know, they've done it a billion times, so they're basically just looking at the front sight anyway. And most people only look at the front sight. Rear sight's just there for like accurate long distance shot.
I think it's even quicker in the day.
Imagine your eye only doing one thing instead of one thing and then figuring out where the other 2 things are.
Or making sure you're not focusing on those 2 things in the back instead of the front.
There we go. I was able to fast forward that stupid New York thing. Now I'm into wild Argentina. So where the hell is everybody? They off watching other entertaining stuff?
Well, it's possible that people have just given up any interest in Second Amendment or guns in general, freedom. It's a lot easier to just let Mother Hillary take care of us.
Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe you should doom and gloom more. Like, oh my god, corporations.
Maybe. I mean, I know Ellis just started up, so that could be people are watching him.
Who? Ellis? The old
Yeah.
Ellis? I would pay more attention to the old Ellis if he ever posted on the gun channels. Does he even do that anymore?
All this time, Michonne is kick ass. Yes,
Oh.
she is.
No.
I would not.
Tulsa Wanamaker attendees, Google Hangouts. You're not one of them, huh?
Yeah, no, I'm not. I think they were shooting for I don't know something. Is it a
Yeah.
half hour or hour and a half from now?
No idea. Number one, don't have a link. Number two, not real clear in the Hangout description there. Tuesday, try to wrap up any details left. Join at, and then he posted a link, and then he posted another link, but nothing about a time. We're just supposed to know the time by osmosis.
Hmm. Well, I could just go ahead and sneak on in there then, eh?
Oh yeah, because they went from let's make it off here in private and hidden and don't tell anybody what happened in it to let's make it private or public and drop the link to anybody. One extreme or the other, nothing in between.
Oh, I mean, you think they're gonna actually go live with it, or is he just using this to make a private one without doing like the other weird hangout one?
Well, that's a good point. That could be another possibility. Let everybody in and then don't go live.
Yeah.
Oh, shaky. $55, Smeggie. Blacked out serrated rear with a gold front that's outlined in gold. Look at that. It's pimping. Gold, pea gold. Green lamp made by Trigicon. Genuine Trigicon. Even says right there, genuine.
Fancy.
Blibbity blobbity blim, $55. I might put them on my SPO one. Shit.
I think that might be what Foose has.
Pretty
Trying to
sure
remember. I think he
changed
had
my
blacked
rear.
out.
Yeah, he probably did. I'm pretty sure I can put that rear on with my sight pusher, but the front is like, it slides out the front.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to change that. I'll have to watch some video.
You gotta like
Tap,
pop that
tap,
pin out that goes from
tap
side
it.
to side
Oh,
and
yeah.
then
And
push
then
it
tap
forward.
out. Tap it back in and tap another pin back in. Sounds like fun. Yeah, I might get these. Sounds like a fun project. I hate them sights on mine, but also like my SPO1, the sight, the true dot sight or whatever is so far off to the left. It's not too far off, but it's noticeably off. But it shoots straight, so I'm guessing something in there is not lined up.
Or it's just compensating that you always shoot sideways.
No. Or maybe it could be that curved trigger.
Like I'm gonna say that's the thing. Yeah, like I always shoot to the left a little bit or whatever, right? So then I'm
You know
like,
how these guns come with the factory target? Like the guy, yeah, it's in your box. It should be in your box.
okay. I mean, I'm assuming, but I don't remember seeing that, but
Anyway,
probably.
it's a factory target with like a computer generated factory target where it shows where the hits went. And it looked zeroed on that. So maybe the guy was compensating, or maybe the gun was just so off that he had to push the rear sight that far over before it started hitting. I don't want no blacked out rear sight hanging off to the left, but I don't know. I'll give it a shot.
Well, talk to Foos because I think he might have swapped his out for like a, um, like elevation adjusted one and all the fancy things.
I was also gonna try to change the trigger myself to the combat trigger, the less curved one from the CZ85 combat.
Right, I know you hate that curve trigger.
Yeah.
Hmm. We were talking about pizza earlier. I think I might order a pizza.
Pizza with lemon, so vomit.
Yes.
You're
I don't
welcome.
have any lemons, but think about it. I haven't had pizza in a while.
I'm gonna tell the pizza place to do it.
What about like grapefruit? Squeeze some grapefruit onto that pizza.
You got oranges?
So it's like wet with grapefruit juice. Straight out the grapefruit.
I'm doing it because I don't feel like making dinner.
The grapefruit?
The grapefruit? Right on.
Yes, the grapefruit.
Bold
Nice.
choice, Smeggie. Bold.
Instagram that shit.
But take the, I don't know.
Red grapefruit. So it looks like.
Oh, the blood fruit or whatever.
Yeah.
Blood orange? That'd actually be pretty good, though.
Yeah. Squeeze that on the pizza.
Oh, I got it. That's pickup only though. Nah.
Is their food that good they refuse to deliver it? Because they know people will come and pick it up.
No, there was like a deal for you get
Oh,
whatever, like cheesy bread for 99 cents or whatever. But that's only for pickup. And I don't really need cheesy bread, so I don't really care that much. Do, do, do.
I didn't know Dano was a blood. I knew he lived in Illinois and like
Roll with
that's where
that set.
Chicago is.
Why do you say this? I don't roll with that set.
His Instagram.
Snap.
He's got his Taurus 44 Magnum on top of his red Bloods bandana.
Shit, Dano. You're gonna display your shit like that? I got no choice. I have to cut him.
Oh man, are you a Crip?
You gotta do this, Dano. I'm EBK.
I don't even know what that means.
Everybody killer.
Oh.
Fucking Dano. Just throwing it out there. Plus, it's with a Taurus, so that's definitely a blood fucking choice of gun.
Yep. This Crip's got the high points.
Click, click, bang. That was a fully loaded Taurus. It just doesn't work all the time.
Where is this picture? I'm following Dano.
You following him all the way to the hood? Son?
Shit. He didn't delete it?
No. He's just whack.
I'll find it. I always do.
Grips. His little cushy grips for his 10 or 9 millimeters. 10 9mm beaters. Just made up a new thing.
Oh, screw it. I'll just go through my following list and find them.
It's not how many millimeters. It's the motion in the millimeters.
It's not how many millimeters. It's what European invented them.
There are probably some pretty good ones. If they were Nazis, they were like, we don't really want to be Nazis. That guy's making us do it. And they escaped right after they invented the 9mm. Became French freedom fighters. That's my
Where
alternative
the hell is
history.
Dano? How come your freaking following list is not alphabetical? It's annoying as shit.
It's just Dano. Type it in the search. Aren't you following him?
Just Dano DC. Or click on any one that I use the daily gun show. I usually post to everybody. Link to everybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
slap in the face to Dano.
I know I follow him, but I wasn't seeing it in my feed, so I'm like, I'll just go through the list of people I follow.
You didn't even slap him in the face. You slapped him in that part of his face where his mustache used to be.
What?
The nose taint.
Yeah. Nose taint.
You slap him with like a 2-finger nose taint slap.
I didn't know you could search your people. But anyways, yeah, I'm not following him. That's insane.
This guy's gonna get punched to death.
I know I was.
I hope you guys get stuck. I'm out of here.
Oh, I figured out what's going on here. This sounds like video game talk.
Yeah. I landed in the same spot as these other fools. They're gonna try to kill me. And if I kill them first, that stupid Nagant revolver.
I know I was following Dano. I can't believe that I'm like not anymore. But now I see exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, because I remember when he put the wrong sized case in his, or the wrong ammo in his AR or whatever, or I mean AK.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember seeing that picture, and it was like in my feed. Looking through, yeah, his. I guess I haven't seen these first couple, like these last few. That's weird, because I wouldn't have unfollowed him. I wonder if it's them freaking like when that happens sometimes with like YouTube where you're not subbed to people anymore. I wonder if that's what happened to me on Instagram.
Maybe he shadow banned your ass. He got sick.
Maybe. Well, I just what the
Yeah. He got sick of you or commenting on the shit, so he shadow banned your ass.
maybe so.
This freaking guy snuck up behind me. How do you not find Dana?
I found him. It's all good.
Oh,
It just I was just because I assumed it was like posted earlier today or whatever because you mentioned it, so I was just scrolling through like my main, like just my regular main feed, going like, oh, this will work. And then once I started going through a whole bunch, I'm like, all right, this is getting weird. Like something's going on. And then I figured it out. And I followed him, so now we're all good.
so you just started following him? Anything happened today besides Maryland? Aren't they like voting on gun legislation this week?
Has anybody talked about the death penalty for heroin or whatever it is? Or for pills, maybe?
No.
Dano just loopholed his ass into the cave. Just happened. Loopholing, playing with the future.
So since Dano is out in the chat, what's up with this Tulsa thing, buddy? What time?
I hashtag bloods for life in the comments.
Oh my god.
There's a few red bandanas in the pics.
Dano's in a blood war. Well, that's what you get for messing with the seaside.
I don't know which like is the. Oh, that's some sneaky
Oh,
shit.
shit.
That's some sneaky shit, Dano.
What happened? What happened?
He's in here.
I told you he loopholed his way in here. I told you that. Hey, it happened.
Yeah, how you gonna show your face around here? Knowing you ain't even part of this set.
Yup.
I mean, I'll refresh gun channels to see if I have a request for a link, but I
Bloods.
didn't see one. I just looked over there when he
Can't even afford
started
mine.
talking in YouTube because I'm like, oh, he's watching. Like,
Post
I wonder if he's asking for a link.
one's in here and loopholed his way in here.
No, he's not.
But he's not even saying anything now.
I know he's scared. He knows what he did. He knows what he did was wrong.
He knows what he did was wrong. Oh my goodness.
He needs to change his logo to that golden retriever again. Like when you see a dog that like ate your shoes and you come home and they're like, "No, I'm sorry." Like they know what they did. Hey, how's it going, Michael? No, I do not have a set time for the cave. Just whenever I feel like doing it. I have like kind of been doing them on the regular after the Daily Show at night, which I think you are one of the ones that stays up till 4 a.m. to watch with me. But that's not like set in stone or anything. It's just if I feel like doing it, I do it, and if I don't, I don't. The only set time is Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock. Hit or miss, by the way.
I guess he's like asserting his dominance.
Well, I can always just kick him. If he really wants to play that game with me, I'm wondering if maybe it just his mic's broken or something. Yeah, see, he just said his mic screwed up. That's right. That's what you get when you mess. Yeah, I don't know what the big gangs are around in Detroit. Look, I think Crips and Bloods have like chapters all over the place, but
Are you a Latin king?
I'm not anything. I'm not a gang member.
I bet fucking snowmen are a gang.
Unless you count, GC.
No. Frosty and his gang. You're just one of Frosty's minions.
I am not, dude. I'm way better than that cocksucker.
If he ever hears you say that, oh my god.
I ain't scared of him. Bring it on. Although, let me get my other avatar. I don't know why.
Tactical.
I changed it to that. And like the first thing I joined, it was this picture, and then the next one, it was the old one. I think when I started on my own channel, it's like this logo, but if I join other people's, it's the other logo.
You just got to give it a couple days sometimes for it to like show up in both places.
Yeah, because like when I go to Gmail, it's set there because I changed the Gmail one, and because that's like I clicked on it, and the YouTube one was like change icon. It's like you have to change it through Google Plus, and I'm like, okay, so it took me to the page to Google Plus. I changed it, and then it kind of took place, but kind of didn't. And now when I go to Gmail, it's the PackVest logo, but when I'm in a Google Hangout, it's my old one. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I guess we'll just go back to listening. Yeah, that's right. Where you belong.
Happened to Dano. He wimped out.
Yeah, man.
He got scared.
He loopholed his way in here. Well, the thing that he didn't know is that when you loophole your way into the Smeggie Cave, it downloads a virus and messes up your mic. That's how I have it set up. My firewall.
Well, we still want to know answers to those questions that Smeggie was asking. Smeggie demanded answers to and wasn't given any satisfaction. When is this alleged thing that was no time given to? Tulsa house plan. No mention of a time anywhere.
Yep, that's what I asked right before you jumped in. I thought you were going to come in and answer.
What does it say? Meet for Dano, March 20th, 6:23 p.m. What does that mean? You're going to start it at 6:23? Dano.
Dana's having a show.
I thought they were doing an off-air planning session for
Oh,
Tulsa.
It started as an off-air secret planning session that was such a secret that they told everybody about it, and then we went, why is it off-air? So that it's a secret. Nobody knows what the actual conclusions are, so then everybody has to ask everybody what the conclusions are, and unless you were like the 4 people in there at the time, and then secret meeting happened, nobody knows what the conclusion was. So why don't we just make it public? And then Night Strike was like, yeah, some infringements are okay. And then
I remember that part.
and then Dano was like, all right, here's the video and the link to join. So now it went from like being a super secret time and place and invite only to being anybody can join, even if you're not going to Tulsa. Just join in and whatever. So who knows?
And Dano's response to what time it is no people, no show. I think we're asking what time did you want people to show up? And then they would show up if they knew what time to.
I thought Dano was ready for a serious game of Conflicted or whatever.
Oh, I thought it was like a reggae song.
No people, no show. Got to tell them the time, Dano. No people, no show. It's now. Well, I'm not going to Tulsa, so I'm not going to show up.
I'm going to Tulsa. I'm leaving. I'm going to Tulsa.
All right, see you, G-Webs.
Salsa. I'm going to salsa class.
Getting salsa in Tulsa. Get the salsa in Tulsa. The Smeggie and Moon Show. They fight and fight and fight. One likes CZ, one likes Beretta. The Smeggie and Moon Show.
Can't believe I let this guy kill me.
So, Moon, what are we going to talk about on the Moon and Smeggie Show?
Yeah.
What topic did you bring to class today?
Let's look through my list of topics. Typically, I have a list of topics. Firearms seized under new Florida gun laws. That sounds bad.
That does sound bad.
Don't forget about the Tulsa Gun Show, April 2nd.
Oh, it's on the 2nd?
Friday, April 6th, I mean.
Oh, I was going to say, that'd be awesome. A live Every Second Matters with like 20 people. Because that wouldn't get confusing at all.
I don't want people to show up early. 4 days early. There's a package bomber running around Texas. Which just goes to show that people will use whatever they want to inflict harm on others.
Yep. We could talk about how CZ is superior to Beretta.
Nah. I mean, you could try. But I don't think it'll end well.
Oh, let me count the ways. It's better. Okay, I'm done.
All right.
I know. I'm just fanboy. Just a fanboy.
I was at this gun shop today, and I didn't see any of the Black Rifle coffee. Although I would not have bought any. Beretta's better because it's a laser gun.
Do you think Dano's related to Weirdo Dan? Weirdo Dan just signed up for gun channels.
Yeah, probably. It's basically another way of saying Dano.
Yeah, I always called him Weirdo Dan.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I didn't really.
Dano the weirdo. What's your favorite 9 milli? I absolutely love my. Let's hope it's not a Canic. Oh, it's an AR pistol, 9mm. Well, that doesn't count. Handguns. Adam Sandler added a new special event. Adam Sandler with special guest Rob Schneider, New Jersey Performing Arts Center. Tickets $59.50 to $99.50. I'm reporting this for nudity and violence. Just kidding. Trying to turn on notifications? No. Turn off notifications. Dumbass Facebook. Yeah, so Beretta than Berettas. They're easier to work on. Tell you that much. Tell you that. Jesus Christ, this chick.
Hmm. How come Twitter like cuts off tweets and then gives you a link to like more Twitter?
Just say, what? Twitter.
Yeah.
Tweeter.
I don't know, whatever.
Maybe that PO9 did have night sights. Seems like that's the only version there is.
Oh, it's a hockey game tonight. Oh, it actually probably already started. Because that was from earlier. That's the one thing about, I don't know, Michael. I'm doing another cave chat later.
Word up.
I don't know.
Well, I might not have work tomorrow, so I don't know. Maybe up late. So
Oh, well, that could be cool. I think I started watching this too soon. I bet you the puck just barely dropped. Probably started at 7:30. Oh, there it is. Puck drop.
all right, I'm jumping out. I gotta cook dinner.
Just get a pizza. That's what I did.
I wish. I got frozen pizzas. If that helps.
Ah, those aren't as good.
The crust rises in the oven. All right, if you're still
Anyways.
on, I'll be back later. If not, then shoot me a link whenever.
Yeah, probably by the time you're done with this, I'll be, getting ready for hit or miss at Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock.
All right.
But whatever. I might do one tonight then, after the Daily Gun Show.
Word. Thanks for hosting.
Yeah, no problem. I'll just talk to my millions of fans. What do you guys want to talk about? Let's give them something to talk about. Talk about Glocks and how they suck. Oh, man. I love doing 7 things at once. On my computer, looking at stuff on there. I got the TV on, watching a hockey game, playing on my phone, reading YouTube comments. Just all sorts of busy. Busy, 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 busy. Ugh, shit. I should take a nap before hit or miss tonight. Although I have food coming, that should help. Let's go eat some food. Nothing? You guys got no comments? No suggestions? Hmm. Do 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 do. Dooby doo 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 doo. Let's go Red Wings. Let's go Red Wings. Think that'll work? It might. It might work. Did I see a car door? Maybe? Maybe not. Alright, well, if you guys aren't even talking to me, I think I'm just going to shut this down so I don't have to keep this headset out of my head. I don't feel like just having empty noise at the end, so I will talk to you guys later. Might be doing one later tonight after the Daily Gun Show. If not, you can at least check out Hit or Miss Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock. And I'll talk to y'all later.